We are in a discussion of AWS solutions architect, and previous video we've been discussing about AWS messaging services providing. So we're going to continue to discuss more detail about messaging services, and we're going to compare, and we're going to go bit deep into this in this video, right? Okay, so here we got the AWS messaging service comparison. So let's look into some sort of features, these ones, and then you're probably going to remember when you're going to decide one of the service in the questions when you're getting in the exam. I think, yeah. So SQS simple queue service is a fully managed messaging queue for decoupling microservices, right? Different services. And that queue has standard and first in, first out queues, right? And then you have dead letter queues. The queues are failed queues. We call dead letter queues. And you've got a message retention here up to 14 days, right? And then you have visibility timeout control. And then if you go to right side in event bridge, that is serverless event routing for event driven architecture. So that is depend on event bus service. So custom event buses, event pattern matching, schema registry, and SaaS integration, right? So that is event bridge. Then we have because SNS is longer, so I'm going to talk about MQ first. So MQ is a legacy, right? Manage message broker, Apache ActiveMQ, RabbitMQ for legacy applications. So industry standard protocols. I think I spoke about these protocols. They are all messaging protocols, right? The JMS Java messaging service, advanced messaging queue protocol, and then the third one is simple streaming oriented messaging protocol. And then the last one going to be message queuing telemetry transport. So that is all supported with this legacy uh, messaging protocols and multi-well-built zone deployment, and then a VPC native networking. And then this SNS is sort of a pan out scenarios like published and subscribed messaging, right? So, topic-based messaging concept: publishers send messages to topics, subscribers receive from topics. So, decoupling: publishers don't need to know about subscribers, so they just sending. They're not going to get back most of messages coming up. This is automated message. Don't reply to this message or something like that. So you won't get that. This is one direction. So you send a message and we get in that message. That's what it is. One message can reach unlimited subscribers, right? And then broadcasting system allows multiple monitoring system, right? So that has multiple subscriber type, right? Reliable message delivery with retry logic, Lambda function. So you can use Lambda function for message processing, HTTPS for endpoints, web services integration, human readable notifications like email, mobile text messages, SMS, the mobile push, iOS, Android app notifications. When you get the app, you can push notifications. And then message filtering, subscribers receive only relevant messages. Filter policies, JSON-based attributes matching, cost optimization, reduce unnecessary message delivery. Filter by region, event type, or severity level. Set message attribute and subscription filter policy. So mobile push notifications, Apple push notification service, or Firebase cloud messaging. Um, Apps register devices tokens with SNS, configure credential for each mobile platform, the JSON payload with platform specific formatting, the badge count, sound alerts, custom data payload. So that is what we can do with these SNS. SNS like subscriber type notification. Yeah. Um, so this is a sort of a, service comparison. SQS high throughput, low cost, simple. SNS medium throughput, fan out capability. Event bridge, event driven flexible routing. MQ enterprise protocols, higher complexity. Legacy protocols in MQ, right? Okay, so deep dive. SQS queues types and date letter queues, right? So what are the different type of queues and simple queue service layers, right? So standard was FIFO, throughput standard queues, right? Nearly unlimited message per second, best support ordering, right? Message may arrive out of order. Message might arrive in out of order, like a message generated earlier can arrive later, or message yeah, something like that, not in order. At least once delivery possible duplicates, right? um, you can have duplicates. So high throughput applications where order doesn't matter, right? uh, Order doesn't matter when it's coming. The lowest cost per request, right? Processing user analytics events, log aggregation, something like that. So it doesn't important when the message coming, or it might have a timestamp, but when it's putting into a processing into a database or something, doesn't matter. It comes up later or it comes earlier, right? Then the other one is the first in, first out, right? Throughput 300 messages per second, or 3000 with the batching, right? So that is not unlimited in FIFO, right? Ordering, strict FIFO ordering within a message group. So first come, first out scenario. So delivery exactly one processing, no duplicates here. User case, order critical workflows, financial transactions, high cost per request. Example, e-commerce order processing, banking transactions. You can't have a duplicate banking transaction. It's only one, right? Handle messages that fail, or a dead letter queues. So dead letter queues means handle messages that fail processing after multiple attempts, or some reason the message doesn't have enough information, or some reason it just failed after multiple attempts. So maybe don't know exactly the reason, but it works. So how it works when a message fails in SQS, right? So they call a dead letter queue. So the failed messages, the message failed processing in main queue. After max receive count attempts, message move to a dead letter queue. So they try fewer attempts to process the message, but it's a keep pairing. It goes to dead letter queues, allow investigation of problematic message, prevents infinite retry groups or loops. So it preventing um, going into an infinite group or causing a problem with the resources, right? So the best practice for this one, set appropriate message count, right? Receive count typically 3 to 5. So after 5, if you can't process it, still coming up with an error, you move that into a dead letter queues, failed message queue. So monitor dead letter queue for failed messages, create alarm for dead letter queue message count, implemented letter queue message analysis and product processing, use same visibility timeout as source queue. So something important now, you look into that message. why it's failing and finding out, right? So configuration example, main queue process order queue, date letter queue process order queue, DLQ, maximum receive count, uh, three redrive policy, route fail message to DLQ, date letter queue. All right. So that is we discussed about date letter queue and standard queues and FIFO and standard plus FIFO queue. Right. So let's look into more about SQS. We've been discussing SQS is fully managed messaging service, asynchronous communication between decoupled component of distributed application, reliable, high scalable, durable queue for storing messages until they are processed by consumers, right? So key features is a point-to-point messaging, right? And then user cases, database updates, right? Integrated with the decoupled architecture, distributed software systems and component, right? SNS, SNS with the speaker, so publish and subscribe messaging, right? SNS is fully managed, publish, subscribe messaging service designed for high throughput, highly reliable messaging delivery for multiple subscribers simultaneously. Unlike SQS, SNS follows push-based delivery model, automatically distributing messages to all registered subscribers when published to the topic. Right, so this is high reliable delivery, multiple subscription type. Right, uh, supports various endpoints, Lambda, SQS queues, HTTPS endpoints, email, mobile push notifications, SMS, communication patterns, application to application, right? So integration, they seamlessly integrate with other services like Lambda SQL, API gateway, the comprehensive messaging workflows, right? Okay, so application programming interface gateway integration with the SQS and SNS. So direct integration benefits. API gateway can connect directly to SNS and SQS, creating powerful serverless architecture without intermediary Lambda functions. So pattern decoupled front and request from backend processing, improving API responsiveness during peak loads, right? So see that client use API gateway coming into SNS topic, then SQS queue email service, use the Lambda function, so SQS queue report generator, go to Lambda function and SQS database update uh, processed by Lambda functions, right? Uh, when a user submit from my API gateway published to SNS, which distribute to multiple SQS queues for specific tasks like sending emails or updating databases. So direct service integration. So Lambda functions that simply forward the data, posing, reducing cost and latency. So when it's in a topic, different topics, different queues, so Lambda function can take action. Uh, Gateway to queues, enabling asynchronous processing. This pattern work well for SMS notifications, email sending, and database update. Right. So let's looking into user cases such as QS, SNS, and API gateway. Key AWS messaging service for solution architects. AWS messaging services enable different systems to communicate and exchange information, reliability, distributed architecture, right? Decoupling application component, building event-driven architecture, handling asynchronous processing, right? And then creating resilient, scalable systems, right? That is how this communicate with the API gateway. So Queue database update triggered by API gateway request, improving API responsiveness during peak loads. SNS for real-time notifications. Configure send alerts to CloudWatch upon encountering errors in Lambda functions for real-time monitoring. API gateway direct integration, right? Connect API gateway directly to SNS or its QS without Lambda intermediate, reducing cost from submission processing, right? User submit complex forms. API gateway can publish to SNS topic that distribute to multiple SQS queues for specialized processing, right?